Hey guys, how's it going? I today want to audaciously tell you why my releasing of my first ever single that I've written and produced myself is very important to not just myself, but to everyone maybe. How dare I? Well, the thing is, this is not really about my music. I'll tell you a bit about the process and maybe you can relate in some way. So since 2020, when I left medicine for good, I was working as a hospital doctor at that time and I quit. Since then, I've just like a dog with a bone had this vision image that I set a goal for the year, and pretty much every year that has been since then produce and release an album. Okay, so at this point I had no training in music production whatsoever. I'm like an average competent musician, I would say, without putting myself down. Like I know something comes through when I sing and play, but that's not the point here, I have like not really the skill set or the training, but still like I had this goal, and I haven't released an album since then. But 5 years later, I am at this point now where I have written a song, I've produced it myself, I've learned all the skills needed to produce that to the point where I've given it to my very excellent and competent friend, Aishan, who is mixing and mastering it at the moment. I've made a music video, oh my God, like who didn't want to make a music video, when they started coming out in the 90s? Yeah, that's like a childhood dream somehow. And yeah, I'm on the brink of actually releasing it, and I wouldn't make this video, I think, if I wasn't actually going to put my money where my mouth is, So what's the point of all this, Because, well, for me, there's been so much struggle, there's been so many hoops, internal hoops mostly. In fact, I would say all of them are internal hoops to jump through in order to bring something from a, song sketch, which I've got literally thousands of, where you just sit and some little melody comes out, to the point where like I would actually present it to the world. My audience awaits, obviously. But yeah, no, that's not the point, of course. The point is that I've noticed an internal shift as this project has neared this completion. I would say in a certain way it's already finished in me. And I think there's two things that are really striking about the shift I experienced in myself. And one of them is like that I feel something has healed in a way of like a bridge that I've always struggled with, which is to bring something that I'm feeling inside, which is basically abstract until you give it form. And the first form of that is like in words, and then to bring a sound, and then to bring it into this container that is, allows what that feeling was to be transported to anyone who listens to it. And this is, so for me, this bridge in itself, where I've always kind of flailed around internally in a way, like I feel this expansiveness within, I feel this connection, I feel this universality within myself. And then in life, sometimes I'm like, how do I do this? Can you relate to that? Yeah, so this feels like one step in that direction, and something is soothed through this process. And the other aspect is, and I guess it's related in a way, is the confidence that has been developed through that process in itself, because there have been so many times where I've thought like, I cannot do this, it's too hard, like it's too hard. And I saw this meme and it really made me laugh. I post it here now, and I was like, yes, this nailed it. This is exactly how it is. And to come through that middle part, like, this is hard, this is shit, I'm shit, and then okay, not too bad, no, this is awesome, I think that, and to kind of shepherd oneself through that, it's like, it's no small thing. So yeah, so they say, don't they, aim for the moon, the moon, and you'll at least land amongst the stars. So so what are you waiting for? Tell me, what is your moonshot, so to speak? I'm really curious about, what's your, I need to produce an album by the end of the year thing been for the last 10 years or whatever. And yeah, tell me about it. I'm really curious, and I really feel that you should do it, whatever it is, you know. And in my last video, I did talk about, you know, why should we do this in the age of AI, but it feels all the more important that we do that. And these sparks don't die. I don't feel that these sparks ever die. I think we cover them sometimes, we dampen them down, but we know deep inside that they are there. They are, yeah, it's the spark of ourselves. So, yeah, lots of love. Have a great day.